Right, well, I changed my spark plugs at the weekend. It was quite a big job, bigger than most cars, but it wasn't bad. It was three spanner job in Haynes. Give you a quick rundown on how to do it. First thing is make sure you get your radio code. Next, if you want to do this cover here, battery's in there, disconnect the battery. Maybe you don't need to, but it's a precaution thing. You mess with the ignition coils, I think it's a good idea. Next, do the front three. This is the top of one of the ignition coils here, this little square thing there. To get to the others, you have to take all this off here. So if you want to do this one, this one, this one, take that off, undo this clip here, take that off, then go around the outside, taking these screws off. Inside there's two more screws around about here and here, so you can disconnect it from the air intake. Then put that to one side, undo these retaining bolts here on the ignition coils, take those three out. Once you've got those three out, you can undo the spark plugs. Now when you put them back in, the best way to do it is to put a bit of rubber hose on the ceramic bit and then shove it in and use the hose to tighten it up, because if you get it wrong and you cross thread in it, there won't be enough torque to damage the engine. What you don't want to do is cross thread it, so make sure they've got a thread before you apply any torque to it. Once you've got those three done and you've taken those off, don't put this back. You've then got to take the inlet manifold off, which is this here. Several retaining bolts here, here. There's one under that pipe there as well, which you could miss. There's one under there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Get all those off. There's also three hard to get to ones at the back. And there's not much space, so you might need a ratchet spanner to get those off. You can take these off here. You can take these plugs off, but if I were you, I wouldn't disconnect the hoses for the coolant. Instead, fold it to one side so you've got access. You can disconnect the hose with the coolant, but obviously you will lose coolant. Unplug things like all the electric plugs. There's one here, one there, and one behind there. Get all those off, so they're out of the way. Fold it out of the way, then do the back three again. Don't forget to undo the retaining bolts first, then pull the ignition coils off, then use a hose shoved on the end of ceramic to screw the new ones back in. If you don't, you can cross thread the actual cover, and then it's a big job. You're going to have the engine out to fix it. All in all, it shouldn't take you more than an hour or two to do. I found at 70,000 miles, 10-year-old car, before it was a bit sluggish starting, but once I changed the plugs, it started a lot better. It felt like it had a bit more fizz, and I think it probably got me maybe 5 horsepower back.